Hello everyone, welcome back to the non-league treatment room with me, Cookie. Davo is alongside me, or he's in front of me actually. Hope you're all well. Are you good?
Yes, all good, mate. Are you?
I'm good, yeah. Buzzing for this one. We have a former guest back with us. If he's not slinging sandwiches, he's slinging throw-ins in for Tamworth, and we're excited to have him back. So welcome, Tom Tonks. Welcome, mate.
Welcome,
Thanks
Tom.
for having me back, chaps. The first one was good, so I decided to come again, mate.
Love it.
I love it, mate. And we've also got a rising star, and he had Pedro Porro twisted up on Sunday, didn't he? He looks a very exciting player, a lot of noise around him, which so we're excited to have him on to see talk more about him and his career. So please welcome Beck-Ray Enoru. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. Thank you for having me as well.
It's really good to have you on. Obviously, exciting talent, exciting game for you. We're just going to kick off straight away and sort of, how are you both? How are you after the madness of Sunday against Tottenham? How has it all been for you?
I want Tom to go first, and you.
To be fair, mate, he's going to call me what? See, he's cheeky because he's on the end. But no, mate, I'm all good. It's just been, it's been hectic still. You get everyone at work going, I didn't know you played football, or you were so close and things like that. So yeah, it's been a little bit crazy, but no, it's been an enjoyable few days, to be fair. And the whole occasion of Sunday was just class as well.
Yeah, definitely. How about for you, Bex?
No, mate, it's been a surreal moment. I don't think it's sunk in yet because my phone's been blowing up, and it's just I don't think I'll forget in about 2 months, mate. Trust me. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Yeah.
Super.
I remember my first viral tweet as well, mate. Calm down.
So, Tonksy, I want to come to you first,
Yep.
if I can. So, obviously, you've been one of the most talked about players since probably the last game before Tottenham, and maybe even before that. So, it's brought a lot of attention to you, hasn't it? So, what I want to know is that how have you found being in the spotlight? Because I know we spoke about it a little bit last time, but now after this game as well, what's it been like for you being in the spotlight and everything that's come with it?
You know what, mate? It's great, honestly. I think as a young kid, you see everybody on the telly, don't you? And you see everybody everywhere, and you're idol if you're as a football player. So it's been great in that sense. My missus probably won't say the same because I've not been in the house that much, or I've been on the phone or things like that. But no, it's been great, mate. Like I say, the whole occasion and the build up to all probably after the Huddersfield game to the
Yeah.
Burton game to the Spurs game. It's just been great, mate. But you know what, it's probably over a little bit now. But we've got to concentrate on the league. But it's been great. I've loved it. Loved every minute of it, mate.
Yeah, that's good, mate. It has been that build up, hasn't it? It's been that, because we had you on after the Huddersfield game. You just drew Burton, I think. But yeah, being on TV constantly, doing interviews, like, is that strange? What is that like?
Messages from Portugal as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's on everything.
Crazy, mate. Yeah, different. It's very different because obviously you just used to, turning up to training, turning up on a Saturday, and you haven't got all the news reporters, messaging you saying, "Can we come to your work?" and "Can you throw a spud at the spud man?" and things like that. You know what I mean? Honestly, mate, it's been bizarre, but I've took it all in my stride. I think I've spoke quite well on most things.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've not had too much bad press about it all. But yeah, like I say, it's probably back to a little bit of normality now. It's all over. But it's been great, mate. Like I said to the previous question, I've just, I've tried to do my best, and come across as a good person, really.
Yeah, I think you definitely have, mate. You've represented yourself also at Tamworth really well, and non-league football actually. So massive, massive well done to yourself.
Right, cheers, mate.
Well done,
Bex,
Tonks.
you've obviously rose up through the leagues quite
Yeah,
quickly. I would say, only being at Barwell this time last year, playing at Step 3 in the Southern Prem, stepping into the National League North for Tamworth,
yeah,
winning that league, National League
yeah.
North, which is incredible, alongside Tonksy as well. Now playing in the FA Cup against Tottenham. How have you found that all, like, with that big step up? Like, how did you find the step up from Barwell to Tamworth, to first of all?
It was. I said there was the difference was like not too much, but I'd just say teams were more organized.
Yeah,
They've got like a playing plan, and you've got to work hard. If you like in step 3 at Barrow, I was more like the main man. So sometimes I could have like 5 seconds breather and I didn't track back. But at Tamworth, you can't have even a split second, mate. You just get screamed at. So it's something you have to do. And last season when I signed, my first game, I knew I was fit, but I think I played about 5 minutes. I was blowing more than everyone on the pitch. I thought, what is going on here? Because I had to run back from our half to the other half and then ran straight back again. I was like, Jesus Christ, I've never
yeah,
done this. And yeah, it was really good to, I took it as a challenge to like see where I can go after this. So yeah, it's been good so far. And Tamworth as well. Tell you what, mate, I've never ran so much in my life. Oh, oh my days. But Tamworth, you have to run. If you don't like to run, don't sign for Tamworth. Trust me. Trust
Am I
me.
right in saying though, Beck, that when you were at Barwell, did
Yeah.
you play as a number 9, and
I
then
did. Yeah, I did play as a number 9. Yeah.
and then
Game's gone.
sort of your position,
Game's gone.
your position on Sunday, and then obviously prior to that as well, you've
Yeah.
sort of been out on the left, haven't you? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm originally a winger, so I manage at Bow because we didn't have like good wingers.
Mm.
We had limited wingers, so he changed the formation to play 3-5-2 and make me play like a false 9 where I can drop, I can run. Well, it worked, but originally I am a winger. I'll
Yeah.
say
So,
that, yeah.
so how have you found it then stepping up into the National League? Like, is it an even tougher league? You got a lot of full-time clubs and stuff. How are you finding that step up?
Physically, it's no different. I mean, from Bow, it's
Yeah,
at Bowers League, it's like 50-50, but stepping up, there's the physicality there is just too much. You got fitter players, more versatile, and yeah, it's good. Yeah,
are you enjoying it so far in
yeah,
playing it?
100%, mate.
Yeah.
100%. Oh my days, I'm enjoying it so bad. Like, I don't think I've ever enjoyed football that much, mate. Like,
What was your first reaction when Tom launched the ball into the box? Did you know he had that in his locker?
nope, nope. The
Oh,
first day. The first that I seen Tom, I thought, he's just a standard midfielder. Nothing going on. Just get the ball and play it down the wing. Hard worker. That's about it. Because in training, he didn't really do the long throws and all that. But the first time I seen the throw, I was like, oh my days. I was like, what is that? I asked him to do it again one time in training, and I thought, nah, this guy arms is mad. Is mad. It's crazy. Seeing it from the first time, I was in disbelief, mate. Trust me.
The thing is,
Yeah,
though, I
yeah.
think it's exciting. Like if you're a player like you are, Bex, and I've seen you play a handful of times. I watched at Barwell a few times because I know a couple of the lads that play for Barwell, and
Yeah.
surely that's exciting for you. Especially if you were playing as a 9, you're
Yeah.
thinking, well, I can dip my run here, and I'm quick enough to know that if this gets loaded, or we're not quite at the halfway line, I can get straight on the end of this, and then I'm through 1-on-1.
Yeah, I mean, at Bow, innit? Like, defenders couldn't run. You get a few quick ones, so it was like easy peasy. You just, you're in.
Mm.
But now you've got some players that are more technical where they know if they know you're quick, they'll probably drop 2 players on you and they can foul you tactically or just drop like 5 yards so they know they've got a chance to win the ball. So I mean these are the little things that separate National League and the steps below because you got more players that think rather
Yeah.
than players that just play to play.
So
Yeah,
I'll just one more cookie before you go into the next one. I want to talk about thinking. So,
yeah.
Tonksy, was it you that nominated Bex to get on somebody's shoulders and tie the tape around the crossbar? What happened there?
To be fair, it was more Hayden Hollis, you know, the
It
lad who
was
did
yeah.
Yeah.
the double drag back. So it was like I don't know what it is, but he's a big fan on things going viral.
Right.
It's like when I scored the goal against Braintree, we come off the pitch, he's going, "That's going to go viral. That's going to go viral." So like, obviously Beck's probably being the smallest, you know, lightest lad in the team. He was just like, just go and get on his shoulders, because obviously I think he saw Jordan struggling to reach it. And then Jordan was like, "Hey, come and do this. You're a little bit taller than me." He was like, "Nah, Bex, get on his shoulders, mate." And you just hear the crowd laughing a little bit, and he's like, "This," and Hayden's just going, "Oh, this is proper non-league kind of thing." But
Well,
yeah,
that's it. But I don't know what you thought, Cookie. But I thought, what a little move this is, by the way, just to wind Tottenham up even more.
Yeah,
We're just
get
gonna
them
Jazz is
waiting.
just gonna tip one of these out and just go, ref. Look, just the net ain't on properly. Just
yeah,
a way to make them wait. Them dark arts, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Make them wait a little bit longer.
Could have
But I
I
thought,
definitely been
mean,
the darker.
class.
honestly, I didn't see it as nothing, but
No, I
after
didn't
the
either.
after the game, I got a few people sending me clips of me hanging at a goalpost. I was like, oh my days. They just kept saying, check Twitter, check Twitter. I was like, oh God. I, I've been labeled the Zara boy, the salesman.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my God.
I'm seeing those
Hey,
TikToks that
listen,
say
I've had some
Zara
great clothes from
worker.
Zara. You got nothing to worry about, mate. You do more work here, Zara.
Yeah, 100%.
Mate, it's crazy.
He's getting a move to River Island in here, apparently.
I heard that one as well. I heard that one. Oh, mate, that
Yeah,
sounds.
with a little pay rise, isn't it?
That's it. Dive straight into the game, mate. I mean, what was the preparation like beforehand? Obviously, we saw you all went for breakfast and stuff.
Yeah,
Was that something new that was done?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think at Peaksy, our gaffer, is a big believer in just trying to keep things the same. But when you've got, you know, the sponsors and the sun there, and they're asking you to do things slightly different, you can't really say no to it because it's, you know, it's kind of financial in it, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah,
So yeah, it was different, but didn't take us out of our stride kind of thing because I keep harping on about how good our changing rooms is. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. It's nice
Um,
to get
yeah,
together.
yeah.
yeah. So I actually think we could have a 15-minute warm up and we'd still be the same.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? It like shows the character and how together the lads are and stuff. But yeah, it was good. You know what I mean for a big occasion, just to get the lads together. And it probably took away the nerves a little bit because
Yeah, 100%.
you were able to chat about everything and who's coming, how many tickets you've had, whose shirt you're looking for, kind of thing. But to be fair to the Drayton Manor Hotel, they put on a decent spread for us and they looked after us really well. To be fair,
yeah, definitely. How
So,
was it?
oh, go on, Cook. Sorry.
Sorry, mate. How was it seeing Jazz? because he just had his baby the night before, and I saw him. He was there.
Yeah.
How was that? Like, just had a baby.
To be fair, he had it on the, I think it was the Saturday morning.
Saturday
Yeah.
morning, yeah.
Yeah, so it gave him a little bit more time
Okay.
than people first thought. But it's obviously I'm in a group chat with Jazz anyway, so we kind of sent it to us and we said congratulations, and I texted him, privately, and I said, mate, all the best, hope everything's okay, blah blah. He says she's got till 7 o'clock, and then my mind's on the game. So yeah, I always knew he was coming. Fair play to him, because he no, we would have begrudged him if he says, sorry lads, not for me
Yeah.
today, kind of thing. But I think because it was in the morning, it gave him a few extra hours, kind of thing. And
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad everybody's okay, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I want to pick up on something that one of the commentators said before the game, and just get both your opinions on it. So, the commentator, I can't remember which one it was at the time, but he said you only had one game or one training session, to prepare for Tottenham.
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half,
How the fuck do you prepare? Because number one, I suppose you don't know individually who you're going to be playing against, man for man.
Yep.
And it's like, if you go and watch, or if you're playing against York City in the league, you know that you can drop straight on YouTube, or your analyst will send you the stuff over on the individual that you're going to be playing against, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how the fuck have you managed to get that hour and a half, and what was it like?
Well, I'll let Tonksy answer this one, because for me, I was just on going on with the flow.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest,
That's
because
what it is, mate. Yeah. We literally, it was literally an hour and a half as well. We could hardly stand up because it was froze.
Yeah, it's cold, weren't it?
So, and like you say, we didn't really know who was playing, so we didn't really know how to prepare, if that makes stupid sense, kind of thing. But like I say, we focus on ourselves. We try and implement ourselves on the game to make others change, kind of thing. So we pretty much knew they were going to play the same shape, really. So it was just a case of try and win your individual battles as much as you can. And we did not know our team until an hour before kickoff.
Is that foreign territory? Is it normally, Tonksy, or?
No, that's just how the gaffer works. Like I say, you want to try and keep everything the same. So it kind of left the lads, all chomping at the bit, turning up thinking everybody's going to play. But at the end of the day, the gaffer's got the worst job in the world to pick 11, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
There was always going to be people disappointed. I think there were 3 lads left out of the squad. So it's one of them. And do you want to know? Probably, so you can do a little bit of something different on the night before a game. But literally everything was the same. We had a 90-minute training session on icy conditions. Worked on a few bits, but like you say, you can't really prepare for a Premier League team because
That's it.
They're going to be better than you. It's as simple as that. So you just try and have to, implement your own stamp on the game, really.
Did you still have your porridge at 9 Tonksy?
No, I had to go a little bit earlier, mate.
I was going to ask that, actually. How was having the breakfast put on Drayton Manor? How did that mess your routine up? I bet it messed your routine up, didn't it?
Going back.
No, that was me. Is that for me?
I think it's for Tonksy, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
For Tonksy, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't wake up till about 7:30, mate.
No, I think, like I say, there's not really a lot you can do. The kickoff time is the kickoff time.
Yeah,
so,
it is, isn't it?
You try and give yourself enough hours for your food to digest and things like that. But because I was literally up in the shower, make a few bottles for the baby, make sure the missus is okay, put two, get my porridge ready. Couldn't finish it because I was, I'd only been up about half an hour, kind of thing. So yeah, it was a little bit different, but like I say, it didn't seem to, hamper us too much, kind of thing, because
that's it.
I kind of think we gave a good account of ourselves,
100%,
and things like that. But
100%.
so yeah, it did mess up my routine. being a Sunday 12:30 kind of thing.
Mm.
I'm
But
usually
you
on the
played
golf.
well. You played
Yeah, I'm
well.
usually on the golf course then. But like I say, I think we played well from
Definitely.
from the subs that come on to the starting 11 as well.
Definitely. Bex,
Yeah.
what was your reaction when you seen that you were starting?
I think the first thing I did was to say. I think the first thing I did was I prayed. I
Good.
just said,
Yeah.
Thank you,
Mm.
Lord. This is my opportunity. Let me do what I normally do and show the world what I can do." And after the team talk, I literally went around to everyone and say, "Well, let's have it today, boys. If it's 5-0, we'll take it, but let's enjoy it." So, yeah,
Yeah,
Let's
definitely.
break that down for a minute, though, Cookie. Right? So you're preparing like that, Bex, right? And then the team
yeah,
sheet comes out, and it's like
yeah,
that. It's like that David and Goliath moment, isn't it? You're playing against one of the most informed right backs
Yeah.
in the Premier League, and you've absolutely twisted him up. For it was the first move. I think what was it like you said, Tonksy? 20 seconds.
Yeah.
yeah. 20 seconds. Yeah,
And do you want to know what I think, Talp? And you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Bex.
yeah,
They are not used to that surface at
yeah.
all. And I think
Mhm.
that he thought, well, this is just a conference player that he's going to try and knock it round me, and I'm just going to sort of swat him and put him to one side. And then that gym work must be paying off, mate, because you slipped straight round him. And then for me, when I was watching it, it was like it went in slow motion then, because I was thinking he's getting closer to the goal, he's getting closer, and then I thought he's going to have a snapshot here, and then you just didn't connect with it right, did you? And it's just hit was it the side netting? I
No,
think.
he saved it.
Oh,
And
did he
He
save
saved
he's
it?
it.
he saved it. To be fair, I mean, before the game, before when out, the gaffer came up to me and said, "Bex, it's your day. You've got the opportunity. Just when you get the ball, just do what you normally do." So as soon as the ball came to me, I thought, you know what? He's a prem player. Let me just test.
Love that. Love it.
Let me let me test the waters. And as soon as I knocked it past him, it was a handball. To be fair, so I think if it didn't hit his hand, I'll probably be true on goal more. But
Mm,
it came off his hand, so I had to like bend it more. And I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna have a go here, mate, because I'm quicker than him. So there's no holding back. So that was literally it, mate. And it was. I meant it to be a cross, but I didn't know. He saved it, so I'll still take it.
Yeah,
Because
incredible.
McGlinch was literally round the back as well, and if it literally went to him, he's knocking that straight in.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mate,
But
let
what
me
a
tell you
start, though.
now, I don't care who you are. You could be Kyle Walker. If Bex gets you squared up and kicks the ball past you, you're in trouble.
Mm.
Yeah,
He's
and I
that
think we
quick,
saw
mate.
that. We
Well, you've
saw
seen
that
it
as
in
well,
his
didn't we?
face. You've seen it. You've seen it in Porro's face. It was just
Yeah.
like, and the thing is, it's a cliche, but technically, unbelievable player Pedro Porro, right? And he's
Yeah,
at Spurs for a reason. But I love that from you, Tonksy. The raw pace that Bex has got, it's irrelevant, isn't it?
It's a
It's
joke. Yeah, it's a
irrelevant.
joke.
And you've got to have some form of technical ability to put the ball in the right place and know your body shape. You've got to get round him, and then the rest is history after that. Because at the end of the day, you will be known as rinsing Pedro Porro. That's what it is,
You
though, isn't it?
fat.
That's the way I
Yeah,
see it.
it's a fact,
uh,
mate.
nah. The good thing about it, because the last few days I've had loads of messages. My Instagram has been going off. Like little kids, that even people that I know, people I don't know, even Spurs fans as well, they've been messaging me saying, "Oh, you just made Poro look like some shit player."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, I'm just doing what I do best, man."
That's
Like,
it.
yeah.
That's
it's
it. That's it.
it's
What about you,
fantastic.
Tom? What about you, Tonks? Yours was Madison, weren't it? Wasn't it your opposing player? Was it Madison?
No,
You played in that sort of
yeah, I was
defensive
more.
midfield role,
Yeah, no,
did
I was
you?
more of as a 10.
Yeah,
A
10.
10, yeah.
It was against. I was against Basuma.
he's all right.
Half
Any
the
to be
time.
fair, he's all right.
Yeah, 30 million, I think,
He's
wasn't
alright. He's alright.
it? But no, mate, it was class. Like, obviously, I know my limitations, and I know my hips don't move like they used to before. So I just tried to stop him dictating the game, being the
Mm,
deepest midfield player.
yeah,
So I just said, if I stay 2 yards away from him and cut his passing lanes off
yeah.
into the front 5 or 6, then that's kind of my job done. If I can force him back to a centre half where they have to step in and make a decision, it leaves gaps for us with obviously with the pace of Becks and things like that. So yeah, that was kind of my thought process, but I kind of think I nullified him. I think he got past me two times, I think, where he just pushed the ball past me and just burst. But there's not really a lot I can do about that.
Yeah.
He's a professional athlete.
Mm.
I wouldn't expect him not to. But like I say, I think I did a good job on him and kind of thing. But yeah, we can't. Like I say, we just tried to win our individual battles and see where it took us really. And we've come up a little bit short without coming up short, kind of thing. Because like I say,
Yeah.
I think we did well, and probably unlucky not to win it at the end really.
Because
Yeah,
there was
100%.
so much. Sorry, Cookie. There was so much talk before the game of how Tottenham were going to set up and the players that they were going to play. And I
Mm.
mean, it was from the game was on the Sunday. I think it was from the Friday. I was hearing it on Talk Sport. I was hearing it
Yeah,
everywhere. And they were saying, "Oh, Tottenham are just going to come up and play their kids because they've got a lot of injuries. They've got a lot of players missing." But when you seen that team sheet and you seen
yeah.
how many of their first team players were in that squad, I'll come to you first, Bex. What were you feeling then when you seen that Dragerson was playing centre half? The goalkeeper that they've just brought in is starting. They had
Madison.
Brennan Johnson, who's international for Wales, plays in the Premier League every week. What was that feeling like? Was it not a feeling of disencouragement and like, oh, we've
Yeah.
got no chance now? But if you can sort of sum up that feeling, what was it like?
I think when the gaffers told us this was a starting lineup, I was just saying to myself, I looked at Tom because McGlinchey sits next to me,
Yeah,
so I looked at him. I said, "Oh my god!"
Mm.
That was my reaction. I was like, "Oh my god!" Then I just gave him a little smirk and said, "You know what? Let's have it, man."
love it.
I was literally what I said, but my nerves were so high.
Yeah,
I was saying, "Oh my days, man!" But in any case, like they're professional players. They train every day. They do all that, but on the pitch were just normal players. I'll be
mm,
honest with you, because we gave them the respect while shaking their hands,
mm,
and as soon as we started playing, there was no different. You kick the ball, I kick the ball. If you're better than me on the day, you've done your work. If I'm
mm,
better than you on the day, I've done my work. So it was more about just enjoying yourself, do what you can. And I would say what helped us really was we tried to make them follow our rhythm during the game rather than make them control the games. I think that helped us a lot.
mm,
I think you
Yeah.
definitely could see that as well because
yeah,
you definitely had passing spells. You
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely had spells of passing the ball. You weren't just absolutely bopped around, and
Yeah.
you were attacking them as well. And I think
Yeah.
it wasn't all just one sided. So it was a really actually a good game to watch because it weren't just Tottenham constantly on top. I don't know
Mm.
if it felt like that in the game, but watching it, it definitely looked different.
I agree.
Tom, obviously you've got a lot more experience than Bex, and you've been in the FA Cup
Mhm.
quite a few times and reached higher rounds with Stourbridge as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
How was it for you? Obviously, it's still a massive game, but
yeah,
you've also had that experience as well.
yeah. It was when I played in the third round before. That was a great occasion. I think I mentioned it on the podcast before. Being captain then was like one of the best feelings I've had because obviously you get to see the stadium full first kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And but I think because of the caliber of player and team that we're up against on Sunday, that's definitely like it is the biggest occasion that I've ever come across. And you mentioned like knowing the team and how strong they were. I generally didn't know the team until we came walking out. Champs, our assistant, just went to me and says they've gone really strong. And I'm thinking buzzing, because I think that was the respect that we deserved.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think their manager, Postecoglou, put a lot of pressure on himself and the squad, saying that he wins something every 2 seasons or something like that. So the fact that he picked that squad, he knew that he was going to be in for a tough game, and he couldn't afford to lose that game.
No,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I actually think if they lose to us, he has to get the sack. I
I agree. I
don't,
said it. Yeah.
I don't think there's any coming back from it, kind of thing. So like you say, we're glad he put up the team out that he did, because I think, like I say, it was a respect we deserved. And like Beck says, you don't think about he's quicker than me or he's better than me. You just do your thing in that moment, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same in the league. We don't actually go into the league thinking, well, these are full time, these have to be better than us. No, if you implement your game 1v1, then you've got a chance, because you're a good player. You're playing at this level for a reason, kind of thing. And I know the levels Sunday were completely different, but like I say, the fundamentals don't change.
It's
Yeah,
that elite mentality, I think, isn't it, Cookie? Of
Yeah.
when you cross that white line, I don't care who I'm playing against. I ain't bothered. Like
Yeah.
it's just literally, I'm here to play football, and it's like Beck said, showing the respect to shaking their hands at the end. But then when
Yeah.
it's in there, and I think you could see it in the game as well. I think for Tonks absolutely smashed the fuck out of James Maddison and got a yellow. Do you know what I mean? Like,
People were saying that to me. Says, "Oh, you left a few on Madison, didn't you?" I was like, "Mate, it doesn't matter whether it's Madison
no.
or someone I play against. That's just the way I play football.
yeah.
I have to be aggressive, and I have to play on the edge. Because if I don't do that, then I'm not the best player I can be. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. Obviously, the occasion was bigger, but like I say, it doesn't change.
Didn't you get a yellow card for mouthing off Tonks?
Oh, mate, my yellow card was for saying to the ref, how many is Dragerson going to do?
Yeah,
So I pointed with the palm of my hand, and he says, you've done this. I says, I've never done that before in my life. I says, ref, you've got that one wrong. But like I say, I'm not referee's biggest fan. But mate, I swear to you, in the last 15 minutes, you could sense he wanted them to win.
Yes, I watched. Oh, when
And
I was
now,
watching it,
I don't want to get in trouble if this goes viral. But you could sense it straight away.
But I think you could tell that when I was watching it, and like he wasn't giving Tamworth fouls that were fouls.
Yeah.
And you were going, hold on, that's a foul.
Yeah,
and that's exactly the same as what he's given the other end.
Their first goal.
Okay.
Yeah, their first goal, the free kick. Don't get me wrong, we have to defend it better.
Yeah.
But Nathan Shakuna gets fouled on the edge of their box.
It does, yeah.
For pretty much exactly the same thing, and we do not get it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he cheated, because I'd never say that. But that is inconsistent of the highest order.
Influenced the game. It influenced like his decisions a little bit, didn't it? I feel.
Yeah, and then they say, "Oh, why are you shouting at me? Put your arms down." But when you're running and you're angry, your voice is going to sound like you're shouting at them. You're not actually trying to come across like that. But they don't understand it, do they? Because I could go on forever about referees, but you could just sense it, mate.
Was there a bit of shithousery between players? A bit of chomping, a bit of biting between certain players?
Not really.
See, he doesn't see it because
I think there was. Yeah,
he's not played the game long enough to see it like me. But,
Dan Creaney, that's it. Yeah.
And Jordan LeBird as well. Basuma come up to me and he's like, I think there was someone down or something, or there was a corner being taken. He goes, "You're 18. Tell him to calm down." I was like, nah. He must have been like pinching under. He loves like a few pinches here and there, and a few wise words, just Jordan. But yeah, I can imagine there was a lot from Jordan, and Crean is the same as well. He's just the ball hustle and bustle kind of players, isn't they? And like I say, I think they play the best when they're on the edge as well.
Well, I completely agree with you, Tonksy, because Creaney got fouled consistently in the second half so many times, where he was just literally planted his feet, stuck his arse out, the ball came, and they were literally ragging him down, they were pulling him down, and I just thought, it's so funny that you've said that, because I was thinking it the whole time while I was watching the game. towards the last 20 minutes of the game, like you said, this is swaying here. This is swaying big time.
It was bizarre, mate. I literally just went to. I said, "Ref, don't start this." I says, "We're here every week. Don't start this, please." And but like I say, you have to try and take the ref out of the equation, don't you? And if Jordan LeBird smashes that in under Brendan Johnson's tile, then it's a different story, isn't it? We probably don't talk about it, but like I say, the foul on Nathan on the edge of their box, and then they get exactly the same. Like, it was so angry, so angry.
Yeah.
You know, like during the game and stuff, it was like obviously getting through another 10, another 15, another.
Yeah.
Did you feel like there was a chance coming for you to score? Did you
Yeah,
feel
oh
that?
mate. I think the last it was like the last seconds of the game, McGlinchey had a chance and I was on the edge of my toes. I was like, Gooch, pass, and took the shot. I was like, oh my god. If we scored there, I think I'll retire and go back to Cameroon, mate. Trust me.
Is that when he did the ball roll, Beck?
Yeah. So he's done
yeah.
he's done the ball roll. I think Chris, Nath, and Nashi, they were literally in front of him. I think if he passes the ball, we score. But obviously, as a winger, sometimes you do that last minute. You just want to like score. Like I would think if I was there, I would shoot as well. But I think he's just done what he thought was right, so he can't blame him.
Saw the flashing lights.
Literally.
It goes in, doesn't it, as well? So
literally.
Was there many differences during the game you saw from like your normal National League or normal players to what the Prem players had? Did you thought, that's a bit of a difference there?
Mate, when I got bought off and they bought Kuleveski on, I think
different story, mate.
Yeah, different story. But I think Jed Spence fired a ball into him about knee high, and he's literally took the ball on his left foot, turned, and not broke a stride, and the ball's still in front of him. And I'm going, wow! Like, on a normal Saturday, that probably comes off someone's shin pad and goes out for a throwing kind of thing. But mate, it was different. It was different levels. I mean, like when you strike a ball as well. I mean, you know, the AstroTurf at Tamworth isn't the best in the world, but they were like, it was just a clean strike every single time. Do you know what I mean? I think is it the second goal? I think Spence fires one out to Son, and it's just inch perfect. Like, Son doesn't have to move, and within two passes, it's a goal kind of thing. But yeah, it was a different level, mate, to anything I've ever come across.
I do think though. I know it's at any level of football. When you're coming on as a sub in a game that it doesn't matter what level. You guys are National League, Tottenham are Premier League, right? The game still has tempo, right?
Yeah.
Now Son came on, and everyone knows what Son Heung-min's about. Like he's incredible. The right back did an unbelievable job on him when he come on, didn't he? I feel. Such a good job on him.
Ben's a good player, mate. He was just he'd been ill, so Ben didn't even train with us on Thursday.
Wow.
It's mad, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? He was ill. But yeah, I think he run out a little bit of a steam, and then Son comes on, and you're thinking, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I thought Ben was actually. I just think everybody was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think everybody probably had the best game.
Yeah,
and you could see that as well. You could see watching everyone from back to front was up for it. Like Jazz made some incredible key saves. You know, you got Hayden Hollis and Jordan at the back were strong, heading everything, and the two fullbacks, you know, and you two, and were all massive key parts of the game, and definitely did Tamworth and yourselves massively proud because you watch it. It didn't look. I felt like you didn't look out of place.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you've had a chance to watch it back at all, but
yeah, I've watched the whole game back.
Yeah, like it just. Yeah, it had that massive. Obviously, everyone's going to be up for it as well, and they're probably going to be a bit more down. I don't know, but
it'd be really interesting to see that. I know that you had players that started in that game that don't necessarily start for Tottenham. Mikey Moore, for instance, other players as well. But I can guarantee you, that starting lineup that started for Tottenham on Sunday, right? If that played in the Premier League, that'd get you 3 points.
Yeah, well, I think 6 of them that started on Sunday have started tonight, and then the other 5 come on.
Mm.
Are they playing Liverpool tonight? Is it?
No, it's Arsenal, North
Arsenal,
London
yeah,
derby.
Arsenal tonight, yeah. And so that just shows you like the level that we were up against, kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah. What player really stood out for you? We'll start with you, Bex. When you're on there, what player really stood out?
I got 3: Madison, Kulusevski, and Son. For me,
Yeah, fair play.
yeah, I'm not gonna say what's his name, Timo Werner or flipping Mikey Moore. Nah, I'll just
Slated, Werner did. He got slated.
Mate, scroll through my Twitter, I hammer him as well.
Yeah, Madison, Kulusevski, and Son. When Son came on, I think he had one touch where someone's played it and he's just gone inside of his foot. He's just stuck there and going down in slow mo. I was like, wow. Wow. I was like, yeah, he's a player.
He was a different level, mate. I'm going to go for 2 different ones. I thought the keeper was very good.
Yeah.
You know, we were putting him under some pressure as well. I think there was one or two that we got first contacts to. And then is it Bergville? The young kid?
Yeah.
Mate, he's athletic, by the way.
Mm.
He's going to be some player.
18, by the way, or 19, 18. I think he is, yeah.
Mate, I think he's like 6'2", like rapid as well. And I'm going, Jesus Christ, what a player this boy's going to be, yeah. But yeah, them 2, mate, and you know, the obvious, obviously. Like I said, that touch from Kulusevski was, different gravy. Different gravy.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
I want to bring up something cookie if possible.
Yeah.
There was a lot of chat. There was a lot of chat before the game about ticket prices.
Yeah.
Right now, me, I get it completely. Right? And this can lead me on to my next point as well. And I'm not going to ask you your opinions on what you feel is right and, prices and stuff like that. But I just want to put my opinion on it. Okay. And I've seen people tweet it and people can say, oh, you're just recycling that because you've seen it. Do you want to know something? Yeah, I have. Right. So 42 quid for an adult. And, if you've got your missus and your kids going, and we said it on the Friday episode, it's expensive, right?
Yeah.
But if you're asking a Tamworth fan at the start of the season, you're going to play Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup at home, and it's £42, yes or no? If any Tamworth fan says no, they're brain dead.
Well, the lawyers.
Absolutely brain dead.
Yeah.
You'd snap their hand off, wouldn't you? You would.
Mate, like I say, it was only £48 if you wanted to sit down. Now, there wasn't many sit-down seats.
No.
Because what people don't also understand is we had to give Tottenham so many free tickets for the board and whatever. We also had to make ground improvements. Do you know what I mean? The Gaffer's just signed a full-time contract, so it's not like this money's not being invested into the club, and it's not like we're trying to rip people off. But you have to lose. I think you have to lose 100 for segregation in the one corner at Tamworth. So say if we've had to give Tottenham 200 tickets for free, and then you've got to lose £100 for the corner, the segregation. Do you know what I mean? There's 300 tickets you got to find the price for. So it has to come from somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So, the one I probably didn't agree with is probably the under 10 prices.
Yeah.
That was probably, the biggest one. But mate, you pay 35 quid more to watch a Premier League game anyway.
And so not be sat in good seats, by the way, Tonks.
Exactly.
Not be as close as you are to the pitch.
Exactly. Well, I think the Premier League teams the £30 away tickets, don't they, or something like that. But if you, like I say, lads who've got season tickets at the Wolves and they can't make it, they still want 35 quid. And that's for not a top 6 team kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So It is what it is, mate. Did I agree with it? The adult price is not a problem with,
Mm,
but maybe the under 10s. But I've got no qualms with, what the club did at all.
mm,
Like I say, we have to put couple of fan zones on. You have to have big marquees. That's
Yeah.
not free. That's not free.
Yeah, there's a
Do you
lot
know
that
what I
goes in,
mean?
there's a lot that
mm.
goes into the day, isn't there? There's a lot of
Exactly.
unknown costs and stuff. So I think it is uh, that they've done the right thing. They've done the maths.
Yeah.
They've done the
I agree, and
calculations. So
I
it's
agree.
to say it's to, even though it's a rewarding day for Tamworth, but it can also cost a lot of money as well. So it's
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sort of
And,
give and take, isn't it?
let's not beat around the bush, and let's not be stupid. Football at this level is obviously a business as well. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if Tamworth want to fill, or any club at this level, so you had was it who played last night or the night before away to Millwall?
Dagenham.
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 If that's reversed, you want to fill your pockets. You want
Yeah.
to sustain. You want to
Yeah.
continue. And if you've got an opportunity to fill your pockets as well as put on a fantastic game of football, who's going to tell you no? No one's going to
Yeah.
tell you no.
Exactly,
Exactly.
mate. Chairmans have to pay us a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no one sees the ground improvements or the pitch being relayed. Do you know what I mean? This money. If you can get a helping hand from tickets like that, then
Yeah.
so be it.
I agree. And you said a really key point as well, Tonksy, about the gaffer becoming full time. How buzzing are you two for that? I'll come to you first, Bex, because he deserves it, don't he? I feel.
Yeah, I think he deserves it to get all the success he's had for the club as well. I just think it's just the icing for the cake for him. So it's well deserved. Well deserved. Yeah.
I agree. What do you think, Tonksy?
Yeah, mate. I agree as well. It's a graft at this level of football.
Mm.
So the gaffer might not do every day of the week, but he needs an extra day somewhere
Mm.
because there's a lot. There's only so many phone calls you can make. You need to speak to people face to face and stuff, don't you? So, fair play to him. He deserves it. Does he deserve a statue around the ground for what he's done the last 2 or 3 years? Then probably. But to give him a full-time contract, he's still really deserved it. He's a great bloke as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Like, don't get me wrong. Everybody don't like the gaffer when you're not playing, but when you stop and think about it, he is a top guy.
Yeah.
Guy.
I think it's a really good, smart move by the club as well. If we've spoken about it before, haven't we, Tom, about going full time and stuff, and it's let's build it up to a full time club first. Let's manage a full time, and then let's have a look at the players and be a full time setting. So I think it's a really positive for Tamworth. I think it's a really strategic move for them.
Yeah.
For them to be in the league. So, whose shirt were you eyeing up?
I was eyeing Kulusevski's son, but I think Tonksy got it. But I got Porras.
Yeah. Tonks shaking his head there. What did you get?
I got Madison's, mate.
Of course.
Obviously, because I'm a big golf fan, and I know Madison loves his golf as well. So, yeah, that was the one I wanted straight away.
Did you say to him during the game, or was it a quick run up after the full time?
So obviously, when we had the incident with Bex doing the goal, I think he run over to get some water or something, and he run past me. And I just says, I actually called him James, which seemed a little bit weird, but I didn't really know what to call him.
Very formal, that is.
Did you go high pitched as well, Tonksy? James!
That phone voice you do when you're speaking to somebody posh. But no, mate, he was class, to be fair. Obviously, like I say, I gave him a few little kicks during the game, but he waited for me after the game and stuff like that when we were all shaking hands. So yeah, I think someone else asked for it as well, but like you say, he promised it me.
I think I did see that. I think someone did go up to him and ask it. I think he was like, I saw him shake his head, and I think he was looking for you. To be fair,
no, class.
What did Pedro Porro say to you then, Bex, when you got his shirt? Did he say something like,
I mean,
now you've got running now. That's what he said.
To be fair, he didn't really give it to me. So Kai Williams that came on for me. So he gave it to Kai, then Kai gave it to me because I was getting flooded with some interviews to do some interview. So I was quite late to get into the place to get the the shirts. So I went to Son, his shirt was gone. Kulusevski was gone. Then I turned around, I seen Johnson and Chams, the assistant manager, just ran straight to him. I was like, oh God. Then for some reason, Kai walked up to me and said, oh, bro said I should give you this. As I just looked for him. I was like, oh yeah. Oh, thank you for the shirt, mate. He walked me to the corner as he didn't want the camera to see both of us as well. As also, he just said, oh, well played, mate.
Mm.
Because he's not very fluent with his English, so he just said, very, very good player. You did
Mate,
very
you'll
good.
be able to get all the shirts too when you're playing in the Prem against us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
it,
it.
that's it.
Yeah.
What
Let's talk about the things that we don't see then. So after the game, I take it
Yeah.
at your level that you play at, because I know it is at lower levels at step 2 and step 3 and below. Normally, after the game, you go into the
Yeah.
bar, you get some food, you'll have a drink. Was it the same?
Nah,
Yeah.
they didn't come for a drink,
The
did they?
Spurs didn't come in.
Nah,
Nah,
mate.
it
I
went
don't
straight to the
think.
coach.
Yeah, they went straight to the coach. But like I say, we're a
oh
team of
man,
alcoholics, mate. So
Yeah,
we were straight in the bar.
yeah.
No,
I
but to be
thought
fair, they were class. They all obviously, yeah, the changing rooms at Tamworth. There's like a little bit of a walkway kind of thing, and obviously they got all their stuff there. So they all waited there. They signed a lot of shirts. All the coaching staff were class.
Brilliant.
You know, Ange Postecoglou was class as well. You know, he
Mm.
shook my hand a few times. Says well done, and but yeah, like I say, I wouldn't have a bad word to say about him. Apart from
Archie
him
Gray was
beating
the
us,
one,
really.
weren't he? Archie Gray
Yeah,
was
yeah,
really, really polite. He was
yeah,
interviews. He spoke really highly of Tamworth in his
yeah,
interview after with, I think it was with Tottenham TV.
Yeah.
He was having pictures with kids. He was giving his boots. He was doing the lot, wasn't he? And fair play. A kid who is 18. What is he? 18, 19.
I
yeah,
think
something
Um,
like
18,
19.
yeah.
to be that mature and to be that respectful,
Hmm.
I think it is a credit to him, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
player he's going to be
Yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
What was it like? So after, I'm guessing all you lads were together, your team, was it sort of a nice moment, just you all being there as a team, having a drink and something to eat, and just reflecting on the game after?
Yeah, you know what? In the changing rooms after the game, you know, the gaffer said a few words, Champ said a few words, and it it just shows like how our performance come across because the
Yeah.
gaffer and Champs just reiterated this: is be proud, you know, but also try and carry this belief into the league as well because I don't know I don't know how it looked from like a management point of view, but you we always believe we could do it, but I think we need more belief kind of thing.
Mm.
I think the full time part time thing probably sets a few people back a little bit. But you know, we did, like I say, we just got to take that kind of performance and level into the league. And it was just a nice moment for like the gaffer and Champs to say it with the whole squad and management staff after the game. To be fair, but yeah, we had a few drinks in the bar afterwards, and just catch up with all the family and all the people that have come to watch her. Who've had all the tickets and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I want to rewind a little bit if we can. So that I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to ask and I've completely forgot. So half time, 0-0.
Yeah.
What's the gaffer saying, Bex, and what are you lads saying in the changing room at 0-0?
At half time, I think my head was hot. To be fair, I was saying I was like, what is going on here? Like, we're actually playing well. We can nick this. We just keep doing what we're doing.
Mm.
Um, do your defensive duties, and when going forward, do all you can, create chances. Just literally just do the basics. Like,
Mm.
we've gone 45 minutes plus added without conceding a goal. So you just do the same thing second half, do the basics, because without the basics, I feel we'll probably leave there like 10-0 or something. But we had everything in place, and it was really good. I was saying to myself, listen, if this carries on, you just nick a goal and then just you're a legend, mate. So just keep doing what you're doing. And
Have you got things running through your head though? Because obviously you have all the classic cliches of things like, so for instance, when who Doncaster played Kettering, fitness
yeah.
showed, all sorts
Yeah.
of things. You know, them common cliches of, well, they're going to be fitter than us, or you know, was it that popping in your head at all?
I mean, during the game, not really, nah,
Mm.
not really. But I think from a neutral or from people that were watching, they could see after this 95 minute, ta- we were a bit,
Tired, yeah.
get like the legs were going
Mm.
and bringing on Son and Kulusevski was just like, yeah, starting the game now. Like,
Mm.
just so energetic. You can't, they didn't keep the ball for 2 seconds. It's get the ball, get the ball. Like it was just moving,
Yeah.
moving. I was like, yeah,
Mm.
Sam, these are the difference. So, yeah,
Mm.
Well, obviously the FA Cup is a massive competition for non-league, all the way through. Did you feel you, how can I put it? This is what for you, Bex, like with you coming through the leagues, you
yeah,
rising up to the National League, did you feel this was your chance to get yourself out there? Because obviously you're still young. You'd
yeah,
love to be a professional footballer. You'd love to go. You've just seen Callie Stewart from Leamington join Shrewsbury today, which is a massive
yeah,
move. You know,
yeah.
obviously you're a good talent and you've shown that. Are you thinking this is a good chance for me to put myself in the shop window? And obviously you enjoy playing for Tamworth. You love being with your teammates and everything like that. But obviously, are you looking beyond as well?
I mean, I think everyone will probably feel with that performance, I've literally just done that.
Mm.
But the main aim really was actually because I knew many people know, yeah, Bex is a good player, is this, is that, is that. So I had to show them, like, remind them that is Bex.
Mm.
And it wasn't, I wasn't trying to play in a way where after this game, I need someone to just ring me. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
Mm.
I was just trying to play my game, do it for the team,
Yeah,
and
that's good. Yeah.
like you said, as Callum, he's just signed for Shrewsbury. I just got a cheeky text from him earlier as well. So it's a good feeling. If it happens, mate. But for now, yeah, we've had a good game. We've got a big game Saturday as well against Boston. We need to win that. Because I think from now every team would just be like, yeah, Tamworth. You see Tamworth, they're a
yeah,
good
yeah.
team. So we're just focusing on the league and personally, if anything comes, it comes. I'm in no rush, but it's back to reality, really.
I
It's
reckon he's
it's
had some media training before that question. I reckon he has.
it's had some words from Tonksy. Tonksy's done enough of
Yeah,
them.
Told you, mate. I'm taking him through life now, not just on the football pitch.
that's why he was
Um,
a little bit late coming on, mate. He's just going chat GPT. What do I put if they ask me
Great
this
answer.
question?
Great answer. But it must be nice though. You had some nice words from Ian Wright and Roy Keane on the commentary and all that. You know, talking about how good you looked and stuff. And it's nice to have those comments and for those Ian Wright and Roy Keane and and others saying that this lad has given Pedro Porro a game. Give you confidence going into the league. Does it give you
Yeah, yeah,
confidence going forward?
yeah, 100%, 100%. Because after the game, my dad, I went up to my dad and said, "Oh, the commentators were loving. Oh, you can play in the leagues." I was like, "Yeah, okay, okay," but I I didn't want to like just put that in my head and just say,
Mm.
"Oh, they've said that it has to happen." No, that's not how it works. But if it does, that's okay. And I mean, I'll take it as a compliment and
Mm.
just carry on doing what I'm doing. Because to be fair, start of the season, it was like really hard. Certain way where I've always been a player that plays in, week out, and I wasn't playing really. Probably like 2 months, I didn't play the way I wanted to play. But the gaffer said to me, Bex, football changes, your time will come, and when it comes, just take your opportunity. So really, I'll just take my opportunity and showing everyone what I can do.
Definitely. Fair
That's
play.
superb, that is, mate. Because we've had tens and twenties and thirties of episodes of young people and experienced players like Tonksy, and I think we even spoke about it, Tonksy, on our previous episode of how important it is to stay level-headed and not get ahead of yourself. And I
Yeah,
think that's a compliment to you, mate, because it'd be easy to jump on the bandwagon of Bex is going to go here. He'd be stupid if he wouldn't approach or get an agent or do this or do that. I think that's very mature of you, mate. As somebody that's so young like yourself, just to go, it's just a game of football. If something happens, it happens. But at the minute, I'm loyal to Tamworth. That's who I'm playing football for, and that's what I want to do. I think that if you
yeah,
had more people like that, it'd be a more pure game, wouldn't it? Not people chasing that next tenner or something like that.
yeah. I mean, it's all about
Definitely.
just loving the game because in football, everyone's got their stories about how they came up and all that, but
Mm,
I try not to blend myself in that bandwagon where I'm gonna say, "Oh, yeah, I've showed them. I need to go to the next step." Nah,
mm,
I've I'm just playing my football. I'm
mm,
enjoying it, and fair play to the lads as well. Like literally, most of the lads have messaged me as well and said, "Oh, Bex, you've done very well. We knew you could do that, but just keep your head down and
mm.
keep doing what you're doing. And if anything happens, it happens." So yeah, that's it really.
Surely these performances, Tonksy, have added 5 years onto you every performance. Surely they have. They've got to.
Mate, my legs feel okay. I'm just losing my hair more and more, mate. I don't know how I look. I definitely don't look 5 years younger. But nah, mate. Honestly, like I say, I still feel good. Funny you should say that. I had to do 90 minutes last night as well.
Yeah, I saw you played last night.
Mm,
Yeah, so basically, I think a few of us got the text saying, I have Tuesday night off. We're going to give the lads that haven't played much time. Then I get a phone call 4:30 on the settee yesterday, and the gaffer's like, "Any chance you can come and play an hour?" I was
no.
like, "Yeah, if you want me to." He says, "You're not too far from Boldmere, are you?" I was like, "Nah, I'll come." I can see the missus giving me daggers on the other end of the settee, thinking, "Oh God, I thought he got a
Mm,
night off." But what can you do, mate? I just went to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
I love playing football.
Yeah,
We ended up winning the game, and I just, like I say, it's football, and winning games are football. So it was
definitely.
great, mate. Like I say, the legs still feel fine, a little bit sore, but I don't feel like I should, touch wood, I should be stopping anytime soon. And
Definitely.
like I say, I think I did okay on Sunday, and at the age of 33 to give some of them international superstars
mm.
a little run for the money. Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
think I've still got a few years left.
I've said
Definitely.
that in the wrong context there because I meant it's added 5 more years of playing, not added 5 years onto you. Every single one of them games, you've gone, well, I've just played against a League Two club, so that's added on another 5 years that I can play. Then you've
Yeah,
just played against one of the, you know, can we say top six? Are the top six?
yeah, they got me,
Yeah.
didn't they? Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got to be.
Got
You
to
know,
be. Yeah.
you can't retire yet. You
No.
can't,
I'm not
Tonksy.
retiring, mate.
You've
My
got no
missus might
chance.
want me to spend some more time at home, but nah, not yet, mate.
Yeah,
How
it's good that you say that about the game last night as well, because I want to give a shout out actually, because I know that some of the because obviously as I explained to you before, I do Addiston under 18s, and
Yeah,
there was a few of the Tamworth under 18s in the squad last night, weren't there?
yeah, there was,
Yeah,
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 mate. And
yeah.
we've had a couple round, the Birmingham Senior Cup games before,
Mm,
and there's some good talent there. To be fair, Tim, one of the coaches, he's a full time coach at Tamworth and does a lot with the academy. And like I say, you have to start somewhere. So
yeah.
don't think you have to be in the first team squad straight away, type kind of thing to these youngsters. But because if you're good enough, you're old enough. I
Mm,
remember when Steve Bull said that to me when we was at Stafford Rangers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you just have to stay patient, and your chances will always come. You just have to take them. Like Beck says, he wasn't playing much at the start of the season, but now look at him. He's absolutely flying, and he's been in for the last month, and he's playing some great football.
Definitely. How was it for you carrying your son out, Tonksy?
Mate.
Because when you come on to our pod, you obviously mentioned about, you played with your dad, which is one of your favourite memories and stuff like that, which is so cool. You've obviously got to carry out your son. Obviously, you didn't know what's going on, but you've got that memory, which is nice.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, as my best mate Christian, he had a picture at the last game of their season with his two sons walking out with them, and I says, mate, I want that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that he was, see, I was born during the season, and then when we found out that we could have our own mascot, I said to my partner, I says, I don't care how cold it is, wrap him up because he's coming out with me, and I've got some great pictures on my phone and things like that. So yeah, it was a proud moment, and no one can take that away from me now. It is it was quality, mate. Honestly,
definitely.
I know normally, Cookie, we have the quick fire questions. I've just got one to ask both of the lads. I've watched Hayden Hollis on YouTube millions of times because I watched him when he played for Dorking, and I love the Dorking, documentary, a bunch of amateurs. Yeah. I would like you to describe that roulette, what he did, in one word, please.
Tonks, go first, mate.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Something he's never done before and you'll never see again.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he did it. Mate, honestly, I just thought, mate, just smash it as hard as you can and try and get a throw in or something. Just kick it off him. But mate, it's gone mad, innit?
You've had some time back. Go on.
Nah, Grandad just needs to hang up his boots after that. Nah, because we ain't never seeing that again. Trust me, never.
I didn't think he had that in his locker. I just thought he was a no-nonsense centre-half.
Maybe he didn't think he had it in his locker.
Mate, honestly, he's got great technique for a centre-half. He's got really good technique. But yeah, it's quality, mate. Like I say, he's one for them. He wants everything to go viral for some reason, even though he's not on any social media.
It's like everybody's heart in the ground stopped, and the millions that were watching on TV, it all stopped for a second. Because how many times have you seen people try and do things like that, even further up the pitch?
Yeah.
And it's not come off, and they've lost the ball, and then the team have gone and scored. That takes bollocks, mate. By the way,
fair play.
Yeah, I just, like I say, mate, I don't know why, and I don't know how. I don't know. Well, yeah, it was quality. Got him out of a little bit of a hole, so yeah, fair play to him.
And were you buzzing with him for the man of the match as well? Obviously, do you feel that he really warranted that?
Yeah, I thought him, Jordan LeBird, or Ben Crompton could have got it.
What about me, mate?
Look at your ego already, man. You need to
I'm joking.
Mate, if you'd have pulled one of them balls back to me so I could have scored, I'd have said you, but nah, man.
Hey, it's not my fault you can't run. You're not fast enough.
Whoa.
Mate,
did you see me put the burners on Basuma?
Yeah.
I see you, but you're not quick enough. To me,
I've got 11 years on you, mate. You
class.
But no, mate, I thought any of those three could have got it. I thought they were superb. Especially, obviously, Dominic Solanke's 65 million.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Mickey Moore, probably one of the best prospects in the Premier League. Werner, German international, scored bags of gold for Rob, and to keep them quiet, mate, was different gravy from them. To be fair,
Brennan Johnson, you hardly seen him in the game. Hardly seen him,
mate. The best thing he did was stop Jordan that shot in the 94th minute.
Yeah.
I think it was him anyway. Someone told me it was him. But like I say, he scored a goal, so we can't really say too much, can we?
Yeah, I mean, you lads would have seen it better than us.
Definitely. Yeah. Now the FA Cup is obviously come to an end. Obviously focuses on the league. How are you feeling about the next couple of games? Because you've been on actually a really good run, haven't you, in the league? And you've picked up some really important 3 points. So how are you feeling going into the next couple of games in the league?
We've got our next 2 games against Boston and Aldershot, which are 2 teams that in the league are below us. So we you win your home games, get what you can away. So I think if we can potentially take 4 points from the next 2 games, would be massive for us. And I'm not sure how many points it'll take to keep you in the league. We're 7 points off relegation, 9 points off playoffs. So it depends whether you're glass half full or glass half empty type thing, and where you want to look. But we know our remit for the season is, to potentially be in the league next year. So yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, there's some tough teams. Like in the last 6 weeks, I think we played like Rochdale, Forest Green, York. Do you know what I mean? To come out of those games with some credit, I think a massive pat on the back to the squad.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Bex?
Look at the last 3 games, Cookie. I've got it here up now on the stats on my phone. Tottenham, Sutton, who were a Football League team last year.
Yeah.
And Solihull Moors, another big club.
Yeah.
It's. I know you've probably not got the results that you wanted, but you beat Sutton a few weeks before you played them, 2-1 away. It's a 1-1 dream with Forest. 1-1 draw with Forest Green is a great result.
Yeah.
There's been some great results in here. Lovely little bounce of 3 games, and you said it before, Tonksy, on your episode with us. We'll do whatever we can to win a game. 3 2-1 wins in a row.
Yeah.
It's just a great group, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've listened to our podcast before, Bex, but we rave on about how important the changing room is and stuff.
The changing room is different class. We've got loads of characters, and it's just that togetherness with everyone. It helps. Like you might be having a bad day, but as soon as you walk in that changing room, everything changes. You go home smiling, and you just look forward to the next day.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cookie, I'll cut you up there.
No, that's all right. No. I think we'll end it there. We appreciate you boys coming on. What an occasion for you! What a proud moment for Tamworth! What a proud moment for you and your families! You've done really, really well, and memories for life, which is what we always talk about in football: memories for life. We appreciate your time. We look forward to what's going to happen for you next, Bex, and obviously Tonksy as well. We'll be following you close on. We'll try and get down to a game, won't we, Lee?
Yeah, 100%.
No tickets for Tottenham. That was a bit tough, but no, all good. So we appreciate your time. So thank you very much.
All the best for the season, lads.
No,
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on, and thanks for having me back.